boys and girls. Thank you for coming back to Story Time at Greater Bible Way Temple. I'm Sister Nikki, and today's story is about Jesus healing the 10 lepers. But before we get started, I would just like to say thank you, Brother Joshua and Brother Michael Parker, for watching the Story Time. Who can do a miracle? Do you know who can do a miracle? Of course you do. Only God can, right? A miracle is something very, very special, such as making a sick person well with only a touch or a word. When Jesus lived on earth, he did many miracles just to show that he was the promised one. One day, Jesus walked by a small village. Suddenly, a group of men called out to him. These men had a terrible disease. This disease was called leprosy. Now, leprosy was a sickness that caused a person to get big sores, like a big sore. I don't have one, sorry, but like a big sore on their skin. People who had leprosy were called lepers. In Bible times, God made a law that when a person got leprosy, he had to live with other lepers. He could not stay at home because other people in his family might catch the disease of leprosy. You know, if you get sick, won't you get somebody else sick? So you take medicine to keep from spreading the germs, right? I know you do, because your mom and dad takes very good care of you, right? The 10 men who called to Jesus were lepers. They had heard of Jesus. The men knew Jesus could heal sick people. They hoped Jesus might heal them too. If you are sick, do you pray to God to heal you? You should if you don't, because Jesus can do miracles and he will answer your prayers. Jesus, help us, they cried out. When Jesus saw them, he said to them, go and show yourselves to the priests. In those days, when a person had leprosy and then got well, they had to go see the priest before they could go back home to live with their families. The priest would say whether the leprosy was gone or not. When Jesus told the men to go show themselves to the priest, they ran. They ran to see the priest because they believed Jesus. He healed them as they were running to see the priest. As they ran, they looked down and saw their skin was clear and healthy again. No more big sores. They were well. Jesus had made them well. One of the lepers, seeing that he was well, suddenly stopped. He stopped. He wanted to go to the priest so that he could be allowed to go back home. But first, he turned and ran back to Jesus. The man fell on the ground in front of Jesus and began thanking Jesus for making him well. Jesus said to the man, weren't there 10 lepers who I healed? Where are the other 9? Are you the only one who has come back to praise me for healing you? Of course, Jesus knew the answers to these questions because Jesus knows everything. He asked these questions to teach the people who were with him. The lesson was this. When Jesus does something for us, we need to be sure to thank him. We need to tell him how happy we are for all he has done. Does it make you feel good when someone tells you thank you for something that you did nice for them? Everyone likes to hear thank you. If I gave you a piece of candy, would you tell me thank you? I know you would. You can make your parents and brothers and your sisters and your pastor even your teachers happy when you say thank you. Jesus is pleased when we say thank you to each other and to him. Can you think of something you can thank Jesus for? Let's tell him thank you right now. Thank you, Jesus.